Hello all, Dr. Fox back here with you. We got all kinds of beta updates. Beta's underway. We got all kinds of other pieces of that to put together. So why don't we jump in here, shan't we? So Dr. Fox back here with you. We've got all kinds of things happening. Of course, beta is completely underway and it has been underway now. Keep an eye out. The good news is they're doing back week to week beta releases. So what you should see is when you pop this, well, you should see an email. But even sometimes before you see an email, when this is updated up here, sometimes there'll be a little bar that will go across here when this is getting updated and has little hot fixes and whatnot. And you click on this, and usually you'll see your, if you've got classic, retail. Then above it, you'll see something like PTR for retail, and then PTR classic. And then above that will say beta, and it'll actually say beta Shadowlands. So that's what you're looking for to know if you got into the beta. So hope that helps. You can see here we have the Steam Scale Incinerator mount. There's pros and cons about that one as well. If you get another 6 months of subscription, I didn't have to do 6 months of subscription, just like with the last mount as well. It was kind of nice to just see it appear after having some of my recruiter friend characters been giving me months. So I think as it adds up to that amount, I think I was able to get that as well. Some of the events going on this week. We've got the Battlegrounds bonus event beginning this Tuesday. We've also got the next Time Walking Dungeon coming through. That's after Pandaria. So Pandaria is wrapping up this week, at least until Tuesday morning. PvP Brawl, Packed House begins this week. And of course, this Wednesday is the good old pull out your disco and dance shoes because you've got the auction house dance party. I always look forward to that in July, at least for a few minutes, and come on in and dance around at a couple of the auction houses at a couple of the capitals. Is just a fun little event we see come up. So it's for in the mid-July excitement there as well. We've got there's new beta hairstyles, the Theater of Pain dungeon, Craft Legendaries interface as well. We've got there was a discussion this week with Ian about different things about the conduit and soul binds, gem slots. I think I'll put a couple links. There's been a couple other good streamers out there that really covered these really well. There's some priest legendaries this week. Horrific visions have been nerfed. The corrupted values on these been hard capped. If you go past that, you die in a sense, if you will. Covenants is going to have different. There's also been a deeper look as well through the covenants with their utilities and their class system. As you know, there's or for those that might not know, there are 4 different covenants out there as well. I covered those in one of my other videos and other weekly videos as well. You might miss it so quickly as well. There's just been this controversy about the swap of these covenants. There's a bit of a struggle there as well. People will start to declare like this covenant is the best. This one isn't. This one's really, really bad. And then come for, say, someone like me who might end up liking the one that isn't the best. And that's not what it's about anyway. It's not about having to follow the crowd anyway, but it kind of feels like that sometimes with trans when individuals are like, well, I don't like trans. And then you kind of fall into this category, you know, about being other types of individuals in the world, no matter how good or strong you try to help. They have these horrible intuitions about how they feel about certain classes and covenants and whatnot. Oh, let's see. We also, I'm so excited with we finally hit Stay Classy. A big thank you out to one of our guild members who finished that 120 bounce, and I plugged away at a couple more death night. I did another couple death nights on the alt account, and whoo-wee, I'm just so ecstatic we finally popped that as well. I've been grinding critters lately as well. Thankfully, we've all been through all of our characters. We've been doing critters. We're getting there. It's a long ways off, but I am excited with Stay Classy. We unlocked that 8th tab. We set that up. I got that all set up now and been moving a lot of items around as well. When it comes to professions, we just need, for maxing them out, we just still need to get 3 more professions maxed out is what we're trying to do as well. And on a side note, the Gladiator mounts now looks like they're going to be account wide. Woo! But not that I even have one. But and there's mixed controversy on this, on how that goes. I'm going to kind of leave it in your thoughts. And then the last thing I wanted to touch on was the Pathfinder Part 1, the new player mentor program. You got to be in good standing, level 60, and then, but I don't know. It's kind of like when you're in the dungeon, or when you're queuing for a dungeon, you have that green flag on the right corner. It don't get me wrong. Every once in a while, we do see some folks in dungeons kind of go through and kind of mention something that may help or may not help somebody, but it's just we don't see that flag very often. We'll have to kind of see how that kind of plays out at that point as well. And I've been a busy bee. I had a full long day yesterday. It was trying to help out an individual and their mom, and I'm just so happy I was able to help them get their AC in the window so they could stay cool during the humidity that we're supposed to have up here in the Northeast. For many of us here in New England, here in the United States, it's supposed to be humid for like the next week until about Friday-ish, for the upper areas in the main area and whatnot. So we're going to be trying, and I'm getting ready to do that. I'm going to get off here in a few minutes. I can already feel my room starting to warm up. I got to turn on my AC in a few minutes. I just didn't want to try to fight that sound when I was cutting this weekly update. Again, I'll put those links in there of the individuals I mentioned this week. It might take a little while. Sometimes it gets uploaded and I can't get it fully edited right away because I'm still editing through my phone right now. It's just something I have to still do. That's another long story for a different day. So we're going to kind of wrap things up for this week. Hope you get 2 beta invites this week. Call me in the morning. And then once again, yes, I hope we covered everything I can remember this week. And looking at my notes here, yes, all right. And we will see you later.